You're such an asshole.
I'm very thankful so many kids don't have their fathers around, that I, a curmudgeonly, pissed off, angry old man alcoholic, could give you the advice your fathers who didn't love you or invest in you weren't around to give. Um, he paid for it. So, hello, Cappy. Good to see you finally get TLS on your site. I don't think I learned my lesson the first time, so I'm back again for you to tear me a third a-hole. And he sent me a link to the consultation where there was a girl that wasn't working out, and what do I don't have a energy to get worked up. So we're just gonna read. And you didn't learn your lesson. Okay, that's cool. You're not hurting me. Your $125 you spent will go to pay property taxes, probably go to something responsible or boring, but you helped me out. And I look forward to your email again in another, whatever, 6 months or a year, where you are still a weakling and a coward, and you will not put forth the effort to improve yourself or develop a life outside of pussy or women. And you'll come up to me with another marginally worthless, fat woman you're not attracted to. And then you're going to try to rationalize so I don't have to work hard at life. That's fine. That's fine. You could, maybe every year you could pay my property taxes for me. Maybe we could get an arrangement. I don't know. Background: I moved on from the previous gal only to land myself in another relationship a couple months after. That's because you have no value in your life. You have nothing of worth. And like many pathetic loser men today in America and the West and the world in general, but precisely America, you want to have a woman give you that value, purpose, and reason in life. Because I don't know, I understand men are programmed. That's how you're programmed to want to find a girl. I get that, but there's a large class of you pathetic inferior men out there who don't do anything of value in life, aside from maybe your career. Okay, that's fine. But then when it comes to whatever, building the feathers of the peacock, shining your sheen of the redness of a cardinal, being a man, you don't want to do it. And instead of like, I'm a carpenter on the side, or I'm a cyclist, or I race cars or something, you just want to grab a girl from the shelf, put her in. Like they're objects. And I don't normally side with feminists, but in this one case, it does piss me off, because you're failing to realize that women are not objects in that regard. Women are human beings that need to be convinced, if not compelled, to go out with you because of various manly, creative achievement traits you have developed. You guys keep coming up to me, asking me, how do I get the girls? Because I'm a sad person. And then I put like I don't know, some kind of science fiction thing where we need the star crystals. And the other star crystal is broken. You just grab a girl like a thing, plug it in, and then your system fires up and you'll be happy. Well, you're not going to get women that are all that excited or quality when you yourself are a loser. And they're going to be like these lackadaisical pieces of crap that you've been dating. And then you come up to me, how do I make this crap crystal plug into the hyperdrive and like make the thing in the love and the... But we can keep going through this. That's fine. Just give me my money. A couple months after, I've broken things off a few times, but we're back together shortly afterwards, partly from my side, partly as she is so persistent. Also, don't forget, both of you are losers and you have nothing else in life. You're too lazy to go create. See, she's too lazy to go to the gym and be hot, right? Right? And you're too lazy to do whatever it is that would make you an interesting, attractive man. I am fully aware of the lack of quality of women. I understand that. Mine is to remove women from this formula and to stop putting pussy at the center of your life and go do something with your life before it's too late, before it's over. So you guys are both losers, have nothing else going on in life. I wonder even if you guys were to break up, you go back to each other. New girl, 5 years younger than me, foreign. She has a degree in Spanish. Ooh. Tell me you didn't wanna try hard in college without telling me you didn't wanna try hard. Alright, so this is an inferior person. This is a waste of time. This is a financial liability. No, that's fine. I don't shut up with it. And a couple of students she was tutoring online while she traveled. She is a foreigner in my country. Since meeting me, I've introduced her to programming, which great. Yeah, you don't help out women with their career. I mean, you don't impede it. Like you got a hard work. Let's say you work with someone who's a hardworking woman, and I don't know, you're a boss or you got a project. You help that. You never help your girlfriend or your woman with their career. Never. I mean, you'd be supportive, but you never like, hey, here, try this, try that. You never no. All these women, when you got to go in there and like, you should apply for this job, you should do this. When you got to tell women what they have to do, should do. Same thing with your friends, by the way. Hey, you should apply for this thing. You should do that. Give up on it, dude. Just knock it off. Stop it. They don't want to do it. I even helped the girl set up an LLC once, and I helped her with a design a logo for a company, and I did help to do all this work. And when it came time to do the work, he didn't want to do it. Okay, you're going to get her into programming. Okay. To which she has now studied a graduate degree. To which she has now studying a graduate degree for. She put the hours, and I don't mind coaching her. She is respected. All right. Well, if she's putting in the work, I stand corrected then. All right. That's good. She's in shape, comes to the gym with me regularly now. She treats me pretty well, all things considered, minus some insecurity and a bit of possessiveness. She will cook, is relatively easygoing, can talk bleep with her. The downside, she swallowed some feminist dogma. For instance, believes gender quotas are a good thing, pay gap, etc. However, she is not militant about it. Out. Dude, look, dude, if you got to ask me, the answer is no. Like, that's how simple it is. Is this the girl for me? If you're asking that question, it's no. You should be like, dude, this is the one. This is it. If anything, you should be coming up to you, dude, Cappy, I think I got a unicorn. I'm madly in love. Talk me out of it. That's what you should be doing. If I got to pull teeth for you to find, oh, yeah, you should really be attracted to her for this. No, knock it off. And no, I don't tolerate, look, feminist or not, I don't tolerate people who are going to vote to make my life worse. I just don't. I mean, you could just happen to disagree. Fine. Bye. I don't think I ever got the single days out of my system and effed around. Oh, yeah, let's also be honest. You're not a winner. You're not a catch. Okay. Based on your previous video. All right. You need to go and develop it. But, and if that's true, if you haven't got that out of your system, go do it. Break up with her. Bye. Not impolitely. Every man dreams about slaying some, but the reality of being single is more so very dry. Yes, which is why, again, I tell you boys to pay for it because that's what you're going to do anyway. And unless you're going to Troy Francis it up or old Cabby back in the olden days, we are literally asking out hundreds of girls a year. Hundreds. And getting shut down. And it is a part-time, unless you're willing to do that. I mean, and this is also where I talk about, look, if it's that important, you must become a 10. Go become T-Rash. Go to the gym. Get jacked. That is the number one. If it's that important, and usually it is because that's how you guys are programmed, go do that. Go to the gym. Don't go to church. Don't put in extra hours at the office. Go to the gym. Set down the carbs. And then you have to ask out the girls. I want to continue with her. She needs a partner visa, which is legally binds me to her for the next couple of years at least. That's her. Fuck Captain Save-A-Ho. All right. No. Look, man, this is what I'm talking about. You got a dependent person. I'm not talking financially. What do I do? You should go to program. Did you fill out her college graduation or graduate program application for her? Her visa and residency or citizenship or whatever, that's her responsibility. No. So you're such a simp. You're so pathetic. Um, she's volunteered to pay for it. Oh, good. Oh, did she now? Oh, she volunteered to actually carry her own weight in society. No, don't this. I don't care what you do. I don't care. I really don't, man. You just gotta step back and sound like you said. She's not update. She's not materialistic. Much more nomad, minimalist type, plus sensible with money. No, she's not sensible with money. I'll pay for it. No, and majoring in Spanish. No, that's not sensible with money. No. We could give bleep to each other for laughs. So that's good. Has great future and plenty of prospects. Now reformed to the glorious step. Yeah, but now you got to be her agent. You got to manage her the entire time. You got to make decisions for her. You know what would happen? She'd be the type, oops, I'm pregnant. I'm not gonna. She graduates with her whatever software engineering degree. Oops, I'm pregnant. She never uses it, and it's your kid. Oh God, I'd laugh my ass off at you. That'd be hilarious. Good look. It doesn't seem to mind putting in the work to maintain her body. I've read the Book of Numbers, so I know how small. Oh, the link to Book of Numbers is down below. So I know how small the odds are. Attractive plus sensible with money plus STEM. Let's put her in the top one. Yeah, you're an engineer. You're a nerd. Do you like this girl? No, you really don't. You're not ready. You want to go play the field? Go play the field. There's a ton of red flags. She majored in stupid crap. You got to manage her career for her. And then she's like, oh, well, I need you to sign this legally binding document so I could stay in the country. I've what I really find much better than this, not on paper, no. See, but you're a nerd. You're treating her like an object again. Like she has she got this pedigree and all these check marks, but you're not into her that much. But and she's not all that great of a catch either. She sounds like a little child I gotta manage. And she's where'd it go? With she believes in the wage gap and all that. No, out, gone, gone. Get out of here. If relevant. Well, what's this? No, I'm not going to log in and look at a Google Drive. Would I really ever find much better than this? Always been attracted more to low-key goth types. Look, dude, I don't know if you're going to find more attractive or better than that. It is possible to find STEM girls. They exist. Girls that go to the gym, yes, but there's all this other stuff. Look, here's the thing. How about this? How about instead of relative standards, well, compared to the fat obese slobs that roam the American landscape, she's okay. How about this? She's a leftist. No. I have objective standards. And I'm not ready for it because I need to go out and get laid a lot. You guys have got to you have to embrace being single. There's worse things than being single. Like being on the hook for what? They have so many ways. I'm so amazed. Usually it was just marriage, but there's so many ways now these girls can get their claws into you legally. And you guys, oh, okay. No. Go be single. It's not bad. It's sometimes fun. A matter of fact, I don't think you should. You still think these women are objects. You still put pussy at the center of your life. And until you stop doing that, find out who you are and become somebody who's unique, you yourself, that don't bother with getting seriously committed to women. There, that's it. That's what I recommend you do. Yeah, who cares what you be? Oh, but then I'd have to ask out the girls. That's it. As always, you angry C. Look forward to your next book. Yeah, well, you won't follow it. So there you go. The book, no, the menu will be coming out. I linked down to the book of numbers for you young boys out there if you see just how bad it is. Look, guys, you gotta go be single and go be yourself. Okay. If I may even draw another. If I ever get these questions again, where I have painfully and obviously not evolved myself to be comfortable with myself and live my own life and become whatever variant of myself. I've not grown my peacock feathers. But I have this girl that has not a ton, but some red flags and deal breakers. I don't, dude. If you're not jumping up and down like this is the one, it's going to be a very. The price is only going up from here. I'm so sad of you effing losers, you sad, pathetic men who have nothing going on in life. But girl, you either become an individual and then you find the girls, and that girls must fit within your life, or you don't find them at all. That's it. That's it. All right. Thank you. I did get a haircut. I haven't even done it yet. Manoj Puntahila, $2. I have other stuffs to do. Exactly. There's so much on this, and that's what the menu, which is the title of my next book coming out, in case you didn't know. That's what it is. It's okay. Remove the opposite sex from the formula. What should you do in life? Here's everything you can do. Here's the menu. How do I get the guys up? How do I get the girls up? Order from the menu. Do as much as you can on the menu. And then once you figure out, oh, I got this life, this sentience, this finite blip of existence, I'm going to make it count, whether there's somebody there or not. You'd be surprised how many of the guys, the girls, you will get some. But I think that it's going to be an increasingly steep price where you're like, how do I find, or I'm debating having this other person as the crystal to my warp drive or whatever it was in Star Wars. What? No, no, $500. Tokyo 813, new guy 199. Top 3 states you recommend currently: Southern California. Anyone but that one. Top 3 states. See, I want to say South Dakota, obviously, but that's not for everybody. I'll admit that. I'd say Tennessee. I still think Nevada, Las Vegas, because at least there's several years. If you live in the Vegas area, Nevada is a huge state. There's not much to it, but Vegas. Live in Nevada. And I would probably say Washington State. Probably Washington State. If you don't make a lot of money, you're not concerned about income taxes. First place I'd go would be Utah, then Colorado, and then Utah, Colorado, and maybe even Tennessee again, because they got the Smoky Mountains. But yeah, I guess it depends on your income. Whoa, $50. Ha! Eat that, Chad. Not you, Warrior Race. I'm talking Chad Elkins, who always gets the super high super chat. I got my own super high super chat for $50 great dollars. Cap, you made a list of preferable states to live in. What's wrong with Michigan? It has the Great Lakes, lots of parks and forest land. Is cheaper than most states. What would be a good equivalent state that has cheap land and pine forests? Well, if that's what you want, yeah. The reason I don't like Michigan is, well, you have a horrible governor. There is nothing to do in that. I mean, if you're into fishing and hiking and forestry and hunting, okay, yeah, the UP, yeah, snowmobiling, yeah, okay, then that's a great state. But in terms of economic growth, I mean, the people there are so dumb voting in that gal. And it's cold. I don't like the cold. I don't like being shut in for 8 months out of the year because it's too dang cold. Now, if you're into hockey, or snowshoeing, well, fine. Yeah, then Michigan would probably be a lot better. But keep in mind, this is my opinion. You don't have to follow my rules. If you like Michigan, like I got a buddy, okay? Now, uh, he lives down in St. Paul. But his cabin is almost all the way to the Canadian border. You know when he goes there? In winter, where it's a full 10 to 15 degrees colder than it is in the Twin Cities. And I said, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Oh, and by the way, he hates Democrats. He hates parasites. He hates leftists. I said, "Why do you?" "Oh, I love it up there. It's quiet. I get to go ice fishing." Well, he just likes that. He likes it. It's not all numbers and math. For me, it's taxes and freedom. Followed closely by warm weather. Very closely followed by terrain, which is why I prefer to winter in Nevada than I do Florida. Florida was very close where I was going to move, which is also why I recommend Tennessee over Florida. But let's say you were into boating. Well, obviously Florida, like big deep sea fishing and marlin fishing. Well, yeah, Florida is or chain restaurants, Florida. There you go. Old people, Florida. Man, I really like old people, Florida. But yeah, man, if you like Michigan, do you like Michigan? Doesn't matter. That's all that matters. Some guys like chubby chicks. Nothing wrong with that. If you like, good for you. There you go. Great Lakes Parks. What would be a good equivalent state that has cheap land and pine forest? I would look at Montana. I would look at Idaho. I'd look at Washington State. I would look at, because you're already going to be stuck with leftist politics, so it opens up a lot. Maine, Tennessee again, in the Smoky Mountains. And land is not becoming cheaper and cheaper. I mean, if you're okay being left alone, Wyoming, go find some property in Wyoming. But yeah, if you don't mind the politics that much and you really just want woods out in the middle of nowhere, yeah, pretty much all the west of the United States, north of Arizona, has woods. Thank you for the generous $50. Ghost Big Town, $2. Cappy, will you show my channel? Yeah, for more than $2. Oh, Athabeltacua, $2. She's nice to you because you got Paperza. I know that, Atham. It's just these guys, like, Wendy. I know the sex drive is strong. I'm aware of that. But when do you guys just say, this is BS? I'm throwing in the towel, man. Or when do you recognize that this is not acceptable? She's just using me for whatever, residency or green card, or like, when do you guys just wake up? I was a fool once. There was one gal that I dated who treated me like utter garbage, bipolar cycle, all that. And the main reason was, well, one, I was getting laid, but two, I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like, it was a puzzle I couldn't solve. And then I met her mother, and then a couple things. I'm like, oh, she's just evil. That's what it is. Like, you're like, oh, evil. There must be a reason, or no, she's just a self-serving evil person. And you guys just got to get to that. You got to be like, oh, this is a manipulative. Most people are self-serving. Most people are Machiavellian. This girl doesn't love you. There's a whole other angle. Yeah, she just wants residency or green card or whatever. Oh, girls wouldn't do that. Yes, they would. Yes, everyone would. What are you doing up anyway, Atham? It's kind of early here on the West Side. Did you know I'm at $2 Canadian bucks? ET on your new book, Rolla keeps praising. Wait, dude, did you email me a link to when he did that? I appreciate when Rolla does it. Yeah, that's coming out pretty soon. I'm going to make the edit changes. There's only one more chapter that needs the editor needs to go over. The outline is pretty simple. And then it could be about, let's say, 2 days for me to organize it, outline it, set it up, and upload it to Amazon. Give it another week for Amazon to approve it. It's going to be a while. It just, it's coming, guys. It's coming. Boy, Vlad Elkins is in the house. Everyone's up. Cabby's got a cup and a half of coffee in him. That's it. All right, there we go. Questions, answers, A-Hole Consulting. See you guys later, Toodles.